Good evening, all. This paper presentation is the major contribution from my doctoral thesis, Visual Framework of Color Analysis of Shop Signs in India with IDC IIT Bombay, done under the guidance of Professor Ravi Povaiya. The beginning meta-context of this doctoral research includes a worldview of journey of signs and shop signs that documents the historical and visual design transitions of signs and shop signs from prehistory till the digital age in the Asian Pacific Rim countries to the European land and the Western Pacific Rim countries. So this in-depth worldview led us towards possibilities of formulating a visual framework for shop signs. And the paper asks these two research questions. What sort of visual framework is needed for the analysis of color in shop signs? How do we use this framework to visually analyze color, its characteristics, and modes of communication on shop signs in India? So each shop sign in our research has a morphology that includes three distinct layers of information. Full name is the main text, the secondary text are the taglines, and the background sign panel is the last carrier layer that carries both the main and secondary texts. The variables in the research included around 3,500 shop signs from 12 cities in India. Field visits to those cities were practically accomplished, but then reduction of data was done and we had at hand 450 shop signs from 5 cities of India and these 5 states as indicated in the map in front of you. Next was the marketplaces and the kind of marketplaces that would be there in other variables of cities and time slots. Each city signs carry business identities as part of small scale marketplaces, small and medium scale marketplaces, and large scale marketplaces. Stratified sampling reduced the datascape for final analysis. The first strata of cities reduced from 12 to final 5 cities. Next was the population of shop signs in cities and marketplaces within the cities, which was organized after eliminating incomplete or worn off shop signs. And a final number of 90 shop signs per city was achieved. The substrata of shop signs per marketplace of all the 3 marketplaces per city was the last strata to be achieved, 30 shop signs per marketplace. Photography, videography, and analysis through field visits was accomplished for this research. And in this, we did 2 major research projects. The first one was to study the detailed semiosis of shop signs from Abdul Rahman Street in Mumbai. And the second research study was to see how people classify shop signs with respect to different visual attributes in a gamut of 90 Bengaluru shop signs. And both the studies gave us the result of color as a primary and the most significant attribute in the visual design of a shop sign. So this color has an information container that involves all the 2 main layers of main text and secondary text. Even background sign panels have colors in which optics as the visibility aspects of color and familiarity as those recognition aspects of color which tell us about the cultural context, etc., were analyzed and put for final analysis in the thesis. And this was the mapping of the color that was taken forward. So from a range of published literature on color analysis, we chose 4 seasons and 12 color types classification model described in the book Color Me Beautiful by Carol Jackson. Based on the same model, we could also see 4 dimensions in color in our research, and each dimension is having few color characteristics. In our model, there is a 13th extra color characteristic of color identity. This detailed analysis of all 13 color characteristics and 4 dimensions brought to light the semantics, the regulating syntactics, and embedded pragmatics based functions of color as a sign in itself. Bricolage or making do, what it does, it brings together unrelated entities that have no causal relation or impact on each other, leading to newer outcomes. Through affordances, openness, reflexivity, multiplicity, etc., it has been used as a research approach, and it has helped us to extract the 4 factors that later became the 4 quadrants of the visual framework. They are patterns, trends, tendencies, and conventions. Their existing definitions and meanings and etymologies have been redefined in context of our research study. So patterns are composed of similar elements and similar arrangements of color, guiding the overall color syntax, order and hierarchy of certain colors and their flows in all the three information layers. So here there's a small pattern of color hue patterns in certain shop signs. There is a small pattern of color value patterns. Together they make a larger pattern of color dimension characteristic. Trends are simultaneous movements and changes in one or more characteristics of color in a certain direction in a shop sign with time as a constant variable. So these 6 time slots are the constant variable, but they are moving in a certain direction from left to right, reason of which may or may not be known, but it has some link with visual or social or economic or historical popular themes belonging to specific time periods. So they are linear in transitory trends, but in case of period specific trends, a particular period is celebrated and those trends are understood that why in a certain information layer, the colors, what kind of color influences, parallel color influences they are having from other mediums of display that belong to the same period. Tendencies are causal behavioral inclinations or prevalences towards a specific line or direction that may or may not vary in the design of shop signs. They are those innate qualities in a visual attribute that develop because of impelling social, aesthetic, historical forces. So for instance, that the old shop signs here were predominantly using white background sign panels with blue borders has a direct connection with the social underpinning of freedom struggle from that point of time. Distinct tendencies are locally promulgated inclinations of visual attributes in the key design elements in shop signs. Such tendencies are more indigenous inclinations that reveal a city identity as local, social, or cultural byproduct. And here we can see that the local influence of the official stone of the city of Mumbai, Bengaluru, and Chennai is also seen as a color candor influence in the background sign panel of shop signs from these cities. Conventions are sets of accepted norms, standards, and criteria established since ages in context of shop signs. Most of these conventions are either the color codes applied in context of business meanings, or they are the codes which have some historical narrative embedded in the color identity that is being used in the shop signs. So moving to the final framework, we did pattern analysis to trend analysis to tendencies and conventions. And there are reasons that why of these 4 quadrants and the factors have respective positions. You can see that each factor is, also having a certain sequence and is also having these domains. So patterns are regulated by arrangements and spatial configurations. How? Patterns are arrangements in space. They are elemental, basic units of color mobility and composition. They and in the space of the sign face. So hence spatiality and arrangements are the vertical and horizontal domains and the ground for patterns. The ground for trends is temporality and style, because trends are visual styles, they are temporal, they are styles which occur freely, but they are not based on any preordained arrangements, or they are not relational like patterns. Hence temporality and styles are the domains there. In tendencies, tendencies are behavioral inclinations in a certain direction. They are expressions but are not temporal like trends. They are not relational or spatial like patterns, but they are independently occurring contextual forces. Hence, contextual force and expressions are the domains, the domain grounds for tendencies. And conventions are those established standards or norms that appear in the visual design of shop signs over a long period of time. They are practice-based symbolic meanings, generally intuitively portrait, and are part of a certain cultural practice rooted in history, but they are also abstract. Hence, they are in the domains of abstraction and praxis-based meanings. And this completes the entire semiotic underpinning that the analytical tool of this framework is providing. So the pattern analysis is giving us the semantics, the trend analysis is giving us the visual style flow and the order of that in form of visual syntax, and the pragmatics, deeper embedded meanings, are coming out of the analysis of conventions and tendencies. Visual design related conclusions that this major contribution in the paper throw light to are how information design and the order and hierarchy on these signs are getting affected, and they are contextually impacting the business identities of signs in contemporary times. Tendencies and conventions led us towards more certain unknown qualities and age-old practices that these shop makers and signboard artists are doing in terms of color display and color design. And the formulated visual framework can also act as an analytical tool in which we can understand the larger perspective of semiotics and conceptual modes of meaning making through signification system that the framework is providing us. This framework is really relevant from the perspective of not only color design attribute analysis in a shop sign, but other visual attributes of typography, materials, illumination, and light panel forms can also be analyzed in shop signs and signs other than shop signs. Proposed framework can also be used to conduct cross-country analysis in order to compare the visual cultures of two completely different nations altogether and understand the semiosis. The proposed visual framework can be applied to study in-depth signage designs from wayfinding or navigation signs and understand them from the perspective of patterns, trends, tendencies, and conventions in the design context of environmental graphic design. Thanks a lot to Professor Puvaiya for being my guide and constant mentor in accomplishing this research, and I really look forward to your questions and feedback. Thank you.